is the Redskin.
Several questions were asked, that the money that would be spent to make the changes, should go to transportation, and that our teachers are not underpaid. The way the structure is, we are not allowed to use the monies for transportation, for signage, for anything. The state mandates how we use those budgeted items. And also with the teacher salaries and that it comes from a fund that is different than what we could use for doing any changes. So just wanted to clarify that, we have looked at how funding can be done and the powers that be watch how we spend the money. We are very restricted on what funds we can use for what. I graduated as a Redskin and went through school here as a Redskin. No matter what happens, I will always be Redskin. I will continue to wear Redskin apparel. I expect, if it changes, I expect to see Redskin apparel around. I expect to see people wearing Redskin apparel because that's what you are. If you graduated from Goshen, you are a Redskin. You will always be a Redskin. I will always be a Redskin. My family will always be a Redskin. That is not something that can ever be taken away, whether it's today or in 15, 20 years from now. If it changes, I will do what I can to make sure that the chief is honored, that there continues to always be the Redskin trophies will always remain. I will do what I can to make sure that there is a continuing history of the Redskin and why we were the Redskins and why we are the Redskins. Because tonight, right now, we still are the Redskins.
I guess it's me. I hope that our board members have been able to answer the questions that you have, and as you guys know, it's very easy to get in touch with us. You can, Goshen, give it to me, school board at goshenschools.org, and it'll hit all of us. This has really been a hard one for me. I just want to correct one small thing that I'm absolutely astonished that Dr. Duell did not say. I believe, unless I misunderstood, it was said that you didn't have grandchildren in the school.
I had 11 at one time, only 7 now.
He only has 7 now, but he had 11. Okay, that's it. And only at this school does he have more grandchildren than I do. And that's the truth. There's so many things that I wish I could say that I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. When you say we had our minds up, if you could have been in any of our hearts since this was first brought to us, you would understand. I went to Goshen, my husband, all my children, half of my grandchildren. I have a teacher at Prairie View and a great-granddaughter who will be in the 1st grade. My family were all Redskins. They will always be Redskins. Their memories never go away. And what it means to them never goes away to any of us. But can't stand still. And even though I had somebody very dear to me say, but it's memories. And even though we wish all our kids could have our memories, they can't. They're going to have new memories. And we can make all of it, every bit, if the board votes to change and retire only the Redskins. We can make this all right, because it doesn't go away. It only goes away if you want it to. If you want it to be just about the name. And all of you, the students, you're proud to be Redskins, but I'm not proud of you only because you're Redskins. It's because who you are. And the parents that sit in the stands, it's who you are and who you care about. And I do not believe there's a single member of this board that believes that people who say they're Redskins are racist. And that's why they say it. Because we know that's not true. Because it's not true either for us. We are charged to take care of the business and what happens with the children at Goshen schools. It's time that we go forward. We do not have to throw away anything unless we decide we're not going to work together to save what's there and build on the good stuff. I have one more thing, and then I'll leave you. I've been sort of agonizing over this, and I got this email today, and after I read it, I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is just. So I had some people help me make sure this is a true email and not a joke or anything. And it was a quote from a book. And the book is The Wolf at Twilight. And this gentleman has spent many times with Native Americans, and he had this friend, and he was a Lakota tribal elder, and he asked him a question about mascots, why mascots bothered him. I'm going to try real hard not to mess this up, because I'm tearing up just a little, but it's just me. And this is what this man said to him, the Lakota elder. Here's what you've got to understand. When you look at black people, you see ghosts of all the slavery and rapes and hangings and the chains. When you look at Jews, you see ghosts of all those bodies piled up in death camps. And those ghosts keep you trying to do the right thing. But when you look at us, Native Americans, you don't see the ghosts of the little babies with their heads smashed by rifle butts at Big Hole, or the old folks dying by the side of the trail on the way to Oklahoma, while their families cried and tried to make them comfortable, or the dead mothers at Wounded Knee, or the little kids at Sand Creek who were shot for target practice. You don't see any ghosts at all. Instead, you see casinos and drunks and junk cars and shacks. Well, we see those ghosts, and they make our hearts sad, and they hurt our little children. And when we say something, you tell us, get over it. This is America. Look at the American dream. But as long as you're calling us Redskins and doing tomahawk chops, we can't look at the American dream, because those things remind us that we're not real to you. And when people aren't humans, you can turn them into slaves, or kill 6 million of them, or shoot them down with Hotchkiss guns and throw them into mass graves at Wounded Knee. No, we're not looking at the American dream. And why should we? We still haven't woken up from the American nightmare. Stop the daily shame for Native American children. We are people, not mascots. What's the board's? Are we ready for a vote? Okay. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed?
Could we have a roll call?
Yeah, let's have a
Sure. Oh, I don't really care. I'm, sure.
Aye.
Aye.
No.
No.
You may stay if you'd like. We have several agenda items to come back.